we want to graph this inequality, and then we've got a couple of questions to answer about it. In order to graph, we need to put the inequality into slope-intercept form. That means that we need to solve for y. So as we start this, we're going to subtract x from both sides. We have negative 4y is greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 12. By the way, this is one of those problems where you have to shade, and it never says shade. The next, and beforehand, we need to divide everything by negative 4. We're trying to solve for y. But the thing is, when we divide an inequality by a negative, the direction of the inequality changes. So that's going to go that way, and that green symbol is going to help us determine where to shade in a couple of minutes. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1y. You can leave this as negative 2 over 4. I am going to simplify to be 1/2. And positive 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. Once we put this into slope-intercept form, then we can identify what is the y-intercept, which is the constant in this problem, and what is the slope, which is 1/2. B equals negative 3. Graph B first. B comes before M in the alphabet. In fact, we're graphing negative 3 first. And then our slope is 1/2. Rise 1, run 2. Rise 1, run 2. We can also go down 1 and to the left 2, because slope is a constant value. It's the same throughout the line. And the nice part on this one is that it's going to be a solid line because there's an equals in this problem. So there's our line. And now we have to figure out where to shade. For some of you, you already know where to shade. You can look at this problem and tell me where to shade. And that's fine. If you are not one of those people, go to where the graph crosses the y-axis. In this case, right there. And what this problem says is it says y is less than or equal to. Less than points to the left. So we need to look at this green X on this line, and where are the values less than it? Above that X or below that X? And since it's less, we're going to go below. You don't have to fancy shade. Just make sure that your teacher can see where you shaded. Now, there's a box beside it. It says for number 13, but it's really for problem number 4. Is 0, 0 in the solution set? Well, if you have the shading correct, you can look at this. Here is where 0, 0 is. There's no shading in that area of the graph, which means that no, 0, 0 is not in the solution set. If we look at 10, negative 2, 10, negative 2 is here. That is in the shaded portion of this graph. And so is 10, negative 2 in the solution set?